So tomorrow, the Federal Open Market Committee, better known as FOMC, where Jerome Powell comes out, gives an update on interest rates, it has a very pivotal decision to make. Will they cut rates? Will they raise rates? Will they maintain rates? Something important I want to bring up that I think kind of flew into the radar, and I saw it pop up again this morning, which made me think to make this quick little video. One, the European Central Bank raised rates by 50 basis points or 0.5% last week on Thursday when the Credit Suisse troubles began, when the liquidity was first injected before UBS was involved, just a couple days before that, right? But they raised rates anyway, despite seeing the turmoil. And now the Swiss National Bank, this morning it was announced, followed the lead of the European Central Bank and also raised rates by 0.5% or 50 basis points because they're trying to fight inflation. However, if you need to create more currency to bail out banks, that's inflationary in itself, or it's going to hit the taxpayer in some way or another. So I wonder, what is the Fed going to do now? Because they've raised rates very rapidly, and now the pressure's on with inflation, and the pressure's on the banking system. So it seems like whatever they do, the market's not going to like it, or somebody's not going to like it in some shape or form. I expect volatility. I don't trade. I'm not trying to trade this in any way with options or anything like that. I'm only here to share my personal thoughts, opinions, perspectives, because I really feel like this is historic, these rate hike decisions, because this is a truly unique time we're living through, or at least in my opinion it is. It seems like uncharted waters where inflation's raging, the money supply has just been massively increased, monetary policy has been long abused, and now that we need some monetary policy to potentially get out of things, we're raising rates going into a tough economic time, and banks are just not in great shape, evidently. There's an independent study, I forgot the name of the independent group that did it, but essentially they said 186 banks exhibit similar risks to Silicon Valley Bank in America. That's a huge number, and of course I'd have to look at the specifics of that study, so it's a very general thing, but just the fact that it's even generally, like it's quite concerning, especially if the Fed raises rates again. And I expect the market to go down a lot if they raise rates, because it seems like it's priced in a little bit that they're either going to hold steady or drop rates. And I think hold steady seems like the most likely scenario, but I feel like seeing what Swiss National Bank did, European Central Bank's raising rates, they're still not quite where we're at. They're lower than us. We're like a little over 4.4% right now. So another rise would be quite big, but we'll see what happens. So at the end of the day, I'm just telling you what I think. I literally just woke up. I'm just reading all this, but I'm really, really curious, and I really just want to record this because I feel like these are really, really pivotal meetings that are coming up for the Federal Reserve. Have a good day, everyone.